Hey everybody, this is Coffeechug, and I wanted to welcome you to my video of talking about bullet journals. I have not shared a bullet journal in quite some time in terms of a video. Kind of got away from it because I tested and experimented a lot last year in 2016, and I'll put some links to those, you can check it out. And what I ended up doing, like most people, is the bullet journal ended up being more work than recording of my success of life, and I burned myself out. I tried to overcomplicate it, so I went back and I went through all the stuff from last year and kind of reflected and took notes of what worked and what didn't work. And I won't bore you with all that, but I have a lot of things in here that I've shared in previous videos. But here's what I'm doing for 2017. Let me preface this by saying, number one, I am not an artist, so my bullet journal is not going to blow you away with my handwriting skills or my artistic work by any means. So here's what I've got. Like a lot of people, I chose my word for the year, and my word is Zen, which I know is very cliche, but I'm focusing on these four things: habits, my mind, my goals, and my life. And by Zen, I'm really thinking about just trying to be in the moment and be present, and just simplifying my life. I'm known to go all in things and kind of go to the extreme, and I just burn myself out of a lot of things that I enjoy quickly, and that's not the way I want to be. And so I want to put just a greater focus on my mental well-being, creating more positive, healthier habits, creating goals that are actually worthwhile and achieving. And then my life, just, trying to keep that balance, which I don't know that balance exists, but really trying to keep a sense and awareness of spending time with my kids and my wife, and making sure that that becomes first and foremost. I don't lose sight of that. So this is kind of the cover page, and it's in the middle of my notebook. I decided not to create a new one because I think this all tells the journey. So what I did next was I mapped out the month of January. And what I tried to do is, I couldn't find the quote, but there's a quote that I've read that with every great addition, there needs to be a great subtraction. Basically, you can't keep adding things to life because it becomes too much. And so my goal for January is to really increase my sleep, my book reading, my exercise, and my time at home. And the way I'm going to do that is less of, I put booze, and not just alcohol, but just bad eating, junk food, just the negative things that I put into my body and my mind, but really a focus on that. Less phone. What I mean by that is getting myself unplugged, and not checking my phone every 4 seconds when I'm sitting with my kids or whatever it might be. Less of the junk food as I'm exercising. Got to take care of the body again because I really need that. And then time at home, I put being plugged in, but not plugged in social media wise, plugged in with people. In this case, my kids and my wife. I put together 3 quotes, or not quotes, 3 goals for the month, because any more than that is too much. These things have already been things that have been kind of a work in progress, but now it needs to happen. I want to develop my LLC. I want to get my book draft completely done. It's something I've been working on for quite some time. It just needs to get the draft done and moved on. And then finalize my new training. I've been developing some new workshops and slide decks and things, and I just want to get those done by the end of January. And then I put my own little quote in here. I'm going to reach these goals by Zen focus on the mind, body, and health. By taking care of myself, I can take care of these goals that'll make me feel productive in life. And then I've gone back, and I shared a picture of this online already, but this worked out really well for me. This is just a month-long page where I'm focusing on one thing to keep track of. Yes, I know I got these goals, but I can't track everything. So I'm just focusing on my mind, my body, and my soul. And this is by doing this through my exercise, my weight, and my sleep. I've been trying to figure out what's keeping me from sleeping good. And so I've been keeping track of that. I'm trying to figure that out. So there's all that information that I'll be tracking as I go through things. And then the next page was just as I was testing things out, I was just doing a sleep log of what was working, what was triggering bad sleep, waking up hot and sweating and not sleeping good. So I kind of got a dose of that. And then here we go. This is what I'm doing for my first week. I've got it mapped out. Now it's pretty empty, and it's empty for a reason, because I've learned that if I chisel everything out in stone and try to map out the entire day, I get stressed, because if I miss a mark, I know you're supposed to move on, but it doesn't work for me. So I've created 5 tasks or goals for the week that I want to get done. I want to get all my workouts done. I want to get the name of the LLC done, which is also one of my month goals. I want to get 1 book read. I'm going to hang the blinds and cast and mold project. Now, hang blinds may not seem like a big deal to you, but it's something that will move our house forward and make my wife happy, and so it's there. Those are 5 things I want to get done. And then I've just used this tape, and I've mapped out the 7 days of the week. I've combined Saturday and Sunday because these can run together. And so all I've done so far is just map out what I know has to happen, which are my workouts in the morning. And the number 2 is I'll have 1 other goal each day. And I will fill these in at the end of each night. I don't like to map it out the whole week, because then I get stressed or things jump around or the unexpected pop up. So I've got that. And then I've also just picked 2 quotes for the week. These are things I'm going to focus on. In this case, Stephen King. Scariest moment is right before you start, because I'm starting a lot of new things here. And need to be doing fewer things for effect instead of doing more with side effects. And so this is what I'll be doing. I'll be following this kind of system for the whole month of January. And so after this week's done, on next weekend, I will sit down and I will map out a new page that will look like this with 5 new tasks. I'll take a look at the notes and things I got done to see what needs to happen over here. And then I will go back and I will revisit where am I going to be able to check any of these off. And hopefully I'll be able to check this box off right here. So that's the beginning of my January 2017 bullet journal. Let me know what you think. I know it's not fancy, I know it's not beautiful, but it's simple. It's very simple, very minimal, because that goes with my goal for the whole entire year. So if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and let me know what you're doing. I'd love to see examples. I know there's lots of groups online that share, but it's always good to continue to share, because that's how we can improve, get better, and find new ideas that may help us be more productive. Take care, everybody.